The search for belonging is such a profound and intricate part of the human experience. We all have an innate desire to be of or to belong to someone, to something. It's woven into the very fabric of our beings, reflecting the plain fact that we are made of love, true love, and for that love to be shared in communion with other people. At the heart of this search is an exploration of identity, a pilgrimage, if you want to call it that, to discover who we are in relation to the world. We hope to find our place, our purpose. We want to know how people see us, if they even see us. And sometimes we are willing to do whatever we can to ensure that they do. Despite what we often portray online, we are not isolated entities, or at least we're not supposed to be. From the earliest tribes huddled around communal fires to children being raised by the entire village, we have always been a species who leaned on each other to navigate the complexities of life. I know our societies are moving towards more individualistic ideals, and while that has its benefits, I also think that it has placed a lot of us, especially younger people, in a really tough spot. It takes a community to stay sane and grounded, no matter what age or stage of life you're in. That's why a lot of us struggle. We feel like we're doing this big, grating world alone. I know it's easy to look and say, yeah, I want to be in a community, but no one cares about me. I'm alone in this world. I have no one to lean on. I invite you to ask yourself, who do I care about? Who can lean on me? If you have an answer, then that's your community. Usually the people who lean on you are also people you can lean on, even if you don't think so. If you don't have anyone, then it's time for you to become someone who people can lean on. The only way to have a community is by being part of someone else's. As a Nigerian woman, I grew up seeing community in its unfiltered, in its raw and undecorated form, where people don't have to like you or love you or know you or, be part of your family or part of your friendship group to show up for you. All you had to do was call on them. And I've struggled with that, calling people or reaching out for help. But how can people hear you? How can people help you if you don't call for them? It's so easy to judge people, to write them off, to make assumptions about their character based on unrelated observations. But unless you've given people the chance to be there for you, to show up for you, by directly communicating your needs to them, it's unfair to judge them for not being there. People aren't mind readers. And sometimes not being able to ask for help is a limitation of the ego. It's something we must transcend if we want to honor our soul's desire, our soul's longing for acknowledgement. To find belonging, you must be willing to embrace vulnerability. You must be willing to be seen. You must risk being hurt. It requires courage. It's a journey that calls you to look beyond surface level differences, to look beyond illusions of separateness, and to extend a hand of compassion to yourself and other people. With the way bad news travels, it can be so easy to see the world as this burning pile of trash, which, granted, sometimes it is. But when dealing with people, I want you to always remember that the average person is a decent human being. Not perfect, but decent. Chances are you have to go through a ton of people before you meet that one person who's willing to ruthlessly hurt and destroy you. All I'm saying is that we have so much more similarities than we do differences. And at the end of the day, true connection is about authenticity and not perfection. I forgot to say this, but as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Pearl, and I'll see you in the next video. I need to go and eat. I'm hungry. Oh dear, I'm so hungry.